20-year-old Abubakar Amodu was paraded alongside 24 other suspects for conniving with a gang to kidnap his father and collect a ransom of 2 million naira. Force Public Relations Officer CP Frankumba mentioned that those paraded alongside Abubakar Amodu allegedly committed various offenses bordering on armed robbery, murder, illegal possession of firearms, among others. The suspect, who was arrested with other members of the gang, said he worked with his father on the farm rearing cattle. He revealed that his father gave him 15 cows and he left home. He said he got friendly with members of a gang who told him that his father was rich and should be kidnapped for money.
So they now became friends, and they now told him that, your father is a rich man, let us work on kidnapping your father. So he agreed, and they worked together with these guys, and they kidnapped his father. They went and kept the father in the bush, and eventually they collected a ransom of about 2 million, and then they gave him 200,000. So thereafter, he went ahead to be spending his 200,000, and he felt good about it, and then he started working properly with them. So together they have done a lot of kidnappings, and eventually these guys left. But the next year when they came back, they continued the kidnapping together.
Also paraded was one Abubakar Liu, a security guard with Ahmadu Bello University who worked with kidnappers to abduct lecturers and terrorize the university community.
If you've been following the news, you know that Ahmadu Bello University, one of our premier universities in this country, has also been in the news, particularly in the last quarter of last year, over several cases of kidnap. Today we present before you two of the suspects.
One Friday, Domozu from Kogi State was arrested for leading a gang that kidnapped and cruelly murdered a 5-year-old girl known as Farida Ibrahim in Dekina. They had demanded a ransom of 8 million naira from the family, who could not afford it. The family had contacted the police, and before they could get to the kidnappers, they had killed and buried the little girl in a shallow grave. The body was dug up by the police, and autopsies showed evidence of violence on the girl. The police said they found another body buried in a shallow grave by the same gang and pledged to do everything in their power to bring all the perpetrators to book.
One day I said, my friend, come meet me at house and bring this issue that they are going somewhere to do something. Then I've asked them where. They couldn't tell me, but they give me advice to follow them. But I followed them. When we reach Oganenugu, that's the China local government, they enter one house. When they enter the house and they brought these two children outside, they asked me, we should go. Let's go take them to bush. We are inside bush with them. And the second day, they start to communicate with their parent that they need money.
How much did they ask for?
They asked for 8 million, sir. But the family said they didn't have 8 million. Say they are very poor. But they will find a money for us.
Police spokesman CP Frankumba said they will not relent in their bid to rid the society of criminals.
Like we have said earlier on, we will not stop until we tie up all the loose ends and get all the persons involved in this very horrendous crime.
Umba noted that among items recovered were 5 AK-47 with magazines and live ammunition and a cash sum of 765,000 naira. The police also paraded members of a gang who killed an immigration officer and his sister and held his wife hostage in June 2020. Oluwatobi Enitan, Viable TV.